Good morning, students. Welcome to the digital classroom with Holy Heart Schools. Today is the last day with our topic Climate of India. In earlier videos, we have already learned about the factors affecting the climate of the place. We have also learned about the different seasons found in India. In today's video, we will be learning about the annual distribution of rainfall in the various parts of our country. While going through this topic, we will be learning some new words like number 1, Rabi crops. Rabi crops are the winter crops like wheat, barley, etc. Number 2, Kharif crops. Kharif crops are the summer crops like rice, sugarcane, etc. Number 3, range of temperature. Range of temperature is the difference between maximum and minimum temperature. Annual range of temperature. Annual range of temperature is the difference between mean temperature of the hottest and the coldest months. And the last we have annual rainfall. Annual rainfall is the sum of all the rainfall of a year. So students, let's come to our topic today. Annual distribution of rainfall. Before starting up with the topic, let's discuss this topic in brief. Indian agriculture is a gamble in the hands of rainfall. India receives its 70% of the annual rainfall in the rainy season by the southwest monsoons. The suitable temperature and the availability of water determines the cropping pattern in the country. In India, we mainly have two cropping seasons, one is Rabi and Kharif. There are various factors that affect the distribution of rainfall are number 1, prevailing winds, number 2, topography, number 3, seasonal winds. So students, let's start with our reading. In India, where the temperature conditions are ideal, means suitable enough to grow various crops, it is the availability of water that determine the agriculture pattern of the crop and their productivity. Agriculture pattern means how the cultivation is done, when the seeds are sown and when the harvesting will be done. Therefore, the total annual rainfall of and the number of rainy seasons of an area are very significant, means important for the two crop seasons in India, that is Rabi and Kharif crops. Rabi crops are the winter crops and Kharif are the summer crops. A good rain in winter spoils the Rabi crop, but it is very good for the Kharif crops. The Kharif crops are mostly sown on the onset of the monsoons and Rabi when these monsoons are over. Hence, we can divide India into 4 major rainfall regions. However, the following 3 factors determine the distribution are the direction of the moisture-laden winds. In India, these winds are mostly known as monsoons and they blow from southwest to northeast. Number 2, the relief features Himalayas in the north, northeast, western Ghats in the west because these mountains or hills intercept the moisture-laden winds and force them to shed their moisture in the windward area. Number 3, the passage followed by cyclonic depressions. Cyclonic depressions are the low pressure depressions which is determined by existing low pressure and high pressure condition on land. For example, western disturbances during winters and tropical cyclones during the time of retreating monsoons. During summer and winter, over 70% of the annual rainfall over the India is recorded during the rainy season by the southwest monsoons. It can be either on its arrival or when they are retreating back. Next we have rainfall regions. In India, the areas are divided on the basis of amount of rainfall received by that particular area. We have the areas with over 200 centimeter of rain, areas with 100 to 200 centimeters of rainfall, areas with 50 to 100 centimeter of rainfall and areas with less than 50 centimeters of rainfall. So now let's start with the areas receiving more than 200 centimeters of rainfall. It includes the western slopes of the Western Ghats and the northeastern states of India, including the states of Meghalaya, Assam, Arunachal Pradesh. Maisan Ram in Meghalaya receives the highest annual rainfall in the world, that is 1187 centimeters. Next we have areas with 100 to 200 centimeter of rainfall. It includes Middle Ganga Valley, the eastern sides of the Western Ghats including the states of Karnataka, Telangana, and Tamil Nadu. Next, with the areas with 50 to 100 centimeters of rainfall, it includes the parts of Punjab, Rajasthan and Haryana. In the south, it comprises of the Karnataka plateau and Telangana. Next, we have the areas with less than 50 centimeters of rainfall. It includes western Rajasthan, southern Punjab, northern parts of Kashmir and the rain shadow area of the western Ghats. On a whole, we can say that annual rainfall decreases towards the north and the westward in the northern parts of the subcontinent, and over the peninsular India, the rainfall decreases towards the interior. Okay students, now last but not the least, the most important question in your board exams and in the school exams is the distribution of temperature and rainfall. Now students, you will be given the table stating the monthly mean temperature of the air and the rainfall received at that particular place during the year. You may be given the data for 1 station, 2 station or maybe 3 stations, where you will have to compare the climatic conditions of either 1 or 2 places. Like in this chart, the T is representing the mean monthly temperature in Celsius and RF is representing mean monthly rainfall in centimeters. Calculations and conclusions that to be drawn from the table can be: annual range of temperature, that is the difference between highest monthly mean temperature and the lowest monthly mean temperature. Annual rainfall, adding up all the rainfall of the air in centimeters or inches. Mean rainfall, divide the annual rainfall by 12, it will be in centimeter or inches. Some other conclusions that you have to draw from the table can be: find out the months in which precipitation take place or doesn't take place. For example, in this chart, on station C, the rainfall is not taking place in the months of March, April and December, but section B is receiving maximum rainfall in the month of July. They can also ask, tell us the location of the place. It will be dependent upon the temperature. If the range of temperature is less, it is the coastal. If it is high, it is in the interior of the country. Or they can ask you, tell us about the winds that bring rainfall at that particular station. If the rainfall is in between June and July, it is caused by the monsoons. If it is by October, November, it is caused by the retreating monsoons. If it is in December and January, then it would be with the help of western disturbances or northeast trade winds depending upon the location. It may happen that instead of station A, station B, they have given you the name of the stations. Then it will be easy for you to determine the location or the climate of the place. But if it is given station A, station B, then you have to concentrate on the calculations drawn from the table. So students, now this was our end of the chapter. Please revise the complete chapter and try to do the question answers. Thank you.